Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Midweek Deals. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm really sorry that we missed last week. Unfortunately, I was frantically beetling down the motorway to go to Frankfurt. As well, I have also, brought back the famous Frankfurt cold, which has floored me, floored Sam, and also affected poor Uncle Peter as well. Auntie Jane's been fine so far, so we've got fingers crossed. So I will be doing this show tonight at 6, but at 7 I will do a quick 5 minutes. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not in a place to be able to do 2 hours solid, and I've got Hobbycraft TV tomorrow. So I'm a lot better today, but I didn't have time yesterday because I wasn't well enough to prep anything to do a proper craft cave tonight. So you are not going to be having, we're not going to be having a craft cave, a full one tonight. So I should say some hellos, and I've had a question already. Kirsty, hi John, hope you are okay. Are you getting any more of the daisy dyeing as they're sold out? Thanks. I think there should be still some in stock. Give Penny a ring tomorrow. I'd not heard that had sold out. So I know that the Rosetta has completely sold out. Actually, it's oversold out because I had a sample, a spare sample, and I've had to give that one up. So give Penny a ring tomorrow. It should be okay. What's Jane Briggs Crane saying? Oh, great deals. Tonight's great deals are amazing. They are, yeah, good. What's our Erica saying? Good evening, John, Sam and everyone. I've joined the morning slimming world so I can watch Now and Craft Cave. I lost 3 pounds this morning. Brilliant, Erica. There is no craft cave tonight. I'm really sorry. My voice will not... I'm going to have to go and get some water in a second. Anyway, I haven't got any. My voice will not put up with 2 hours. I genuinely know it won't. So bear with me 2 seconds, guys. I don't want to shortchange anyone. I think everyone's had a chance of this awful cold. I really do. So good evening, Linda. Good evening, Kirsty, watching on YouTube. If you're watching... I don't understand. Oh, shut up, Alexa. If you're watching on YouTube, say hello. I can only tell when you've got when you say hello. Hello, Aunt Mountjoy. Howdy doodly do. Craftaholic. Lovely Samantha Hughes. You were really missed on Saturday, Samantha. You really were. If anyone, and our lovely Zena, Emma Woods, Nicola Lee, our lovely Nicola, Erica, I've already said Marion. Oh, loads of you. Oh, yeah, we have got loads of you watching. Sharon Cad. If anybody is interested in the next Zoom class, I know a lot of people have been looking at the beautiful card that everybody made in the last Zoom class. Remember, that is an exclusive, so we don't show that to anyone else. It's only in the Zoom class. The next one is on the 21st of March. And there is a limited number of spaces. We didn't realise, but there was always, excuse me, there's a limit as to the bandwidth of what Zoom can hold. And I believe we were at it almost. I think we were like 2 people over it. So if you are thinking about it, get yourself booked. I know our lovely Erica gave you a really kickback. And I've heard you've booked it again, Erica. I don't know if that's right or not, but someone's told me you've booked for the next one, which is fab. Which is a fun one to do. Another one on workshops next Saturday. I am in Farnborough or Frimley doing an in-person workshop. We're doing some, we're going to be making our own stamps. We're going to be stamping on some fabric. We're going to be die cutting. We're going to be in loads, doing at least 3 or 4 projects. Jane's got something planned for everyone at the end. There are a few spaces left for that. So if there is anybody that's interested and hasn't booked already, get in touch with the shop. The in-person workshops are amazing ones, and I will be down there, so I'll be flying down the motorway again next Friday night to do a workshop next Saturday in Frimley. That's the 21st, he says, looking at his thing. Right, back for tonight. Samantha, oh, book for the good next one. Oh, that's good. I didn't want you to miss out, Samantha. I didn't want to hit that number because there comes a number where we just can't take any more bookings over. And I've got an idea what we're doing in March, so it should be fab. We'll try and do something a little bit better. So I'm going to move you on to the overhead so you don't have to look at me and hear me look at me coughing. This is, I think I've got this to the right one. Yeah, this is the first bundle, and this I am over the moon with. You're getting an extra, almost a freebie die in here, because I think we've done this one before. So you might have this, but it doesn't hurt, and you can always wait. You can always have a second one or gift it to somebody. So if you've already got that one, but that's why I've not opened it and done any sample. This is, I love this, and I'm going to be demoing this tonight, but quick question I want to answer. Sue Keys, hi John, I'm looking for an A4 die cutting machine. Can you guide me, please? Wait. We have just been to Frankfurt. So for anything like machine or new ideas, wait. Because when we've just been to Frankfurt, it actually means that we've been looking and shopping and buying new things and looking at ordering things and stuff. So I'm not going to advise you at the minute, because you never know, there might be something coming. That's all I'm saying. So wait on that one. And I'll say good evening to Crafty Whippet and the lovely Sally Ann Marriott. Sorry. So I'm going to show you a few samples. Good evening, Di, of this one. Now, this is really weird. We have just been to Frankfurt, and one of the stands we looked on was Gummiapan, which is a beautiful range of, I think they're Swedish dies. Really cool, really lovely ones. And they got the most beautiful sweet cards made. And as we're looking at them, Peter went, I've seen that from Find It. I've seen that from Find It. And that's what we're giving you tonight. These are dies we nearly ordered new and thought, no, because we can do them as a deal. And a little set like that was £15. Would have retailed at £15. Well, here you're getting that set for 16, and that one, and that one, and a massive simple one as well. It's crazy. So this deal is literally grab this one. But look at the cards. Look how sweet that is. I'm going to show you how to make this background because it's so easy. So I'm going to demo this tonight. But I based this on the cards we were looking at on the stand. Sarah Jane, yeah, I think Sarah Jane, it has gone onto my chest. So it might be. I don't know. It is very chesty. Well, it only started as a cold, sorry. But I love that. I know that's a really clean and simple card, but just how beautiful is that? And then I did this one. Look at that. Again, based on this idea of looking at these really sweet cards they're making over in Europe, something perhaps we're not as good at. But I just absolutely loved it. And I just thought, how sweet are those, the little panels? Really cool. So yeah, these are, by the way, I made these samples. We didn't nick them. I've not nicked them off their stand. But it was really shocking that what we were looking at we'd already got and was actually planned, because this was planned for this week before we left. So, you know, absolutely gorgeous. Again, here's another one. Just using those little garden. How useful to have, but I'm not gonna lie. That set from some of these manufacturers we were looking at would be £15. You're getting all 4 die sets for 16. It's crazy. But remember, please put something else into your basket, because if you go over, you're going to pay £3.49 postage. So you're going to pay 16, 17, 18. You're going to pay £19.49. If you can get it up to £20, it's going to be free postage. So do that. That's your best bet. So you can see there, look at that one, that little, just the little tray, the little tulips, the little flowers. How beautiful. And I've just used a stencil in the back, a random one I had. Nicholas says, I'm on my second round of antibiotics for a chest infection here, still can't shift it. Oh, I hope it's not. I've got too much work on, Nicola, for it to be a chest infection. I know it sounds awful, so have you, I know, but yeah, I don't want that. And then I've got to show you these two. Now, this is a card made of waste. This I love. Yeah? I mean, hopefully you'll feel better soon. Make sure you take some time off work, Nicola. Here's me talking about me, and I'm not thinking about poor you. Love. I saw this die and I thought, that is gorgeous. This is waste piece from making this one, which I love. And I'm going to demo both of these because I thought, how complex does that look? How difficult does that look to make? Yeah? And yet it's not. It's so easy. So that's our first. You can see which bundle I fell in love with, because I've made so many samples of this one. I think there's only two 2 of the next one because I ran out of time. I'm not going to lie, I ran out of time. Erica says, loved the Zoom class and seeing everybody. Had to say a massive thank you to you. Oh, no. Thank you, Erica, for coming. Thank you for everyone who comes or joins us on the Zoom class. I know the new guys that came to it, like Susan and Andy and everyone, really enjoyed it from what they said. Oh, Sue Simmons says, take some honey. That's what Sam's doing, but I don't drink hot drinks. I don't do anything hot. And because of other tablets I'm on, I can't actually have any tablets. I can only take paracetamol, but and Vicks. But don't worry, I've got a pot here open. In fact, I'm going to have a bit... Oh, that's nicer. Yeah. Excuse me. So that's our first bundle tonight. Our second bundle tonight is beautiful and is actually a little bit cheaper. This one is £15 and this is crazy. But again, let me show you a sample. Look at that. It's going for this small and sweet card. Oh, Jan, wonderful. Jan's just booked her first Zoom class. You'll love it, Jan. Honestly, we've had such good feedback from the new people. I was really worried, but the new people who joined us on Saturday really enjoyed it. So I know you're going to enjoy it. You will, honestly. But look at that. It's so sweet and so simple to make. It's like you've got stamps and dies and everything all together. And then this one, using these botanicals. So in here, you're actually getting more die sets for less, but you don't have that big frame. So this is £15. They're all less than half price. But you get all these beautiful flowers and the pots. I bet I've lost a pot. I have, haven't I? Oh, terrible. But look at that. Just that hydrangea, and I can't even think what that one's called. Oh, Nicola takes Maluka honey every morning. My mum used to have hot cider vinegar or apple cider vinegar and a special Mexican honey every morning when I was a kid. It smelled awful. So, what's that, Kirsty said? I love the dies. These dies are beautiful. They really are. So you're going to get, and then you've got the duck and the little ducklings, because I wanted to show you, look how cute they are on the pack. It's just so sweet. Yeah, you're also going to get that little bouquet, and there's another one, this beautiful edge. I just ran out of time. Trish says, Mum used to plaster our chest, back and under our nose with Vic. Made your eyes water, but it worked on a cold. I've gone to bed every night this week since I got back, literally coated in Vicks and getting up in the middle of the night and adding more on. So that's our second bundle. I've not spent as much on that because I wanted both, and I wanted to play with both, and I really wanted to have more time. I didn't, but obviously we didn't get back. We had a launch on Sunday. We got back very late Saturday, and I've not been well. So that's my excuse. So if it's hyacinth, that's the word. Thank you, Avril. Oh, and Heather said she loved the Zoom class. So yeah, I do apologise that I've not done as many samples as normal. I've tried, honestly, but we have got quite a lot else available on the website. So what I want to do is I'm going to take you over to the website. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go to the right page. I try. See, you get a secret look there into my into my computer. So we've got the watercolour pens on. If you haven't, I'm now finally just about to open my second set of those. I knew they'd go in so well. So there's the bundles that we've had tonight. There's individuals if you fancy just the individuals. We've got that beautiful bundle. That's the one. I want that one. Oh, they've still got that one. Spring is here. The flower pots. Out of stock. I'm not surprised on the watering can. You're only going to get that in there. I'm surprised that's not gone out of stock. Love that one. But then there are more dies in here. So you've got the spring is here. Spring animals. A beautiful precious Morake corner. Oh, that's lovely. I remember that one. The butterfly border. Little lamb die. Oh, gorgeous butterflies from Marianne. $4.45 crazy price. Again, tiniest butterflies too. These frames, I think these are stunning frames. Only £3. So these are really good to throw in your basket and get yourself over that £20 because you don't want to pay P&P. You want to make them as simple as you can. Oh, that's quite good. Kirsty's been asked to make some baby pop boxes for my son's friend's baby shower in green and yellow. Things like that would be beautiful for it. Things like this precious Moreiki, the ribbon border. Oh, that's nice. See, I didn't see all of these. Then we've also got some new ones on that we put on. I want to go click back to this because if you have a look, we have a brilliant selection on the Facebook Live. If you click this Facebook Live button here, it takes you down. Now, if you notice here, this was Saturday. So Kirsty was asking, yeah, no, the daisy's not. Oh, it's out of stock. Is it in the bundle? Out of stock. Oh, give them a ring. Give them a ring tomorrow. But here, we didn't do a Facebook Live last week, but Peter very, very kindly put on some brilliant offers. Now, these are amazing. These cottage cut dies are some of the most expensive dies ever. We were talking about this. So to have a £45 bundle down to £14 with all the beautiful wedding things, the dress, the tuxedo, would make stunning cards, some brilliant Leanne things, and then a lot of cottage cuts, which were some of the most expensive dies and beautifully crafted dies done. Oh, that's nice. Liability Clear Stamp Mushroom and Autumn set. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I like that. I've never seen that before. There's loads of stuff I haven't seen. So don't forget to always have a look through. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, that's gone. That's not a surprise. But always have a look through. There are always some really good deals and some really good bargains. So I would always say, if you can, have a look through the different things that are available over on the Art of Craft website. It really, really is worth it. Someone said put Vicks on the bottom of your feet. I've never heard of that one, but I'll give it. I'll try anything. I'll try anything once. Right. So what I thought I'd do is do you a demo with that beautiful. I'll show you how we use that absolutely gorgeous circle and how we get this. It's a really cool, really beautiful colour wash. No, I'm not showing you right, am I? Should be on the overhead. I'm sorry. That is beautiful. And of course, we then get that twofer. And it's so easy to do because it doesn't take any skills at all. Oh, so you put Vicks on your feet and then put your socks on. Right. I have to have a think about that one. So what I'm going to do is, I've got here a piece of, this is Dolly Dimple's mixed media card. Now, this could be any sort of card. Even our coconut white will work because it's got some brilliant, it's got fibre in it. But it's not watercolour card. You can use watercolour card if you want to. But I'm just using something with a bit of tooth, but it doesn't matter. All you want to do is make sure you're not using your shiny stamping card because it'll give you a different way. It will give you a different way to do it. What's our Trish said? Was worried I wouldn't be able to keep up with the Zoom class with Not Crafted for a while, but the pace is perfect for everyone. It is, Trish. We keep it slow because I'm slow. Sorry, guys. Right, so what I'm going to do is just give my card. So all I'm saying is don't use your really super smooth stamping card. Use something with a bit of bite to it. So your coconut white would be perfect. Give it a little bit of a splash with water, and then I'm going to use 3 colours of the watercolour pens. So I'm going to take a purple, a light blue and a dark blue. Evening, Sheila. Hope you're all right, babe. And all I'm doing is, look, putting some stripes down. It's like creating an evening look. Because your paper's wet and you've got a little bit of tooth, I mean, that's something anyone can do. Literally, you know, anyone can do this. It takes no skill at all. So I'm putting the lighter blue towards the bottom. So it's just more purpley at the top and a little bit lighter blue at the bottom. And then I'm just going to give it a little bit more of a spritz. And that's it. I love the Zoom classes. Feel sorry for you, John, as a long day, more so when Sunday lives afterwards. Yeah, well, we thought Sunday be better for everyone, so we didn't clash. There was someone who kept clashing with, so we thought, right, let's be the bigger people. We moved a couple of classes, but let's move the whole thing to a different day, and then we don't clash and no one has an issue. So then all I'm going to do is take that, but look, by adding the extra water, see how it creates something itself. It creates a whole background for you. So I'm just going to pop that onto I've got my radiator down here if anyone's wondering. And then I'm just going to, because there's not a lot left, I'm going to wipe it up. And just clean it down. And then I've got a piece here I've already done. So but you see, it's not perfect, but doesn't it look beautiful? Going for those beautiful watercolours just really, really work in the pens. So take that, and then all I'm going to do is die cut it. So I'm just going to put it randomly on in a nice position, so that it's looking right, because obviously we want to use the waste as well. So just going to tape it down, and I'm going to run that one through. What you might find is your paper curls a lot. I forgot about this. Oh, Sheila, I didn't know you must message me. I didn't know you'd had your knee up. How did you get on? So I'm just going to cut that one. I try to pay attention, honestly. I had a message earlier from Sam's mum about, oh, can we get together and do this and this? And I basically just sent a message back saying, oh, I've brought an awful cold back as usual from Frankfurt. So we're both feeling a bit poorly. So we'll sort something out next week, because we'll reply properly next week. And then I'll probably forget to do that. But you see there, beautiful panel. Got our centre, but then we get this piece. And this is what I think is quite clever about Find It Dies, because that doesn't have the definition of that, does it? That's because they've thought it through. What they've done is they've given you places to colour through, and that's the trick with this. Now, again, I've got the magic mat, so it's so much easier. It doesn't move. And then all I'm going to do is take a finger dauber. It's got purple ink on. Let's grab a quick, see if I can find my purple or something purpley. Let's go for this one. What's our Kirsty said? Vicks on your feet with socks on works. Right, I will try that. Although I have to be up at 3:30 in the morning. I've got Hobbycraft TV tomorrow. And what I've got on tomorrow, not the Paper Boutique, but I've got some beautiful Ciao Bella is available from the Art of Craft. So we've spoken to the manufacturers and they've allowed us to put some on the Art of Craft. So tune in tomorrow, and if you like what I'm doing, you're going to be able to get it from the Art of Craft. I just absolutely love it. So all I've done is colour through with I picked the darkest shade out from this, and I've coloured through with the purple, but look what happens. Of course, it's now going to stick in place a little bit. Look, suddenly now it pops. Now it makes sense. Let's just get the extra little bits out. Whereas before, it really didn't. But now, those flowers really pop. So all I have to do, I'm just going to emboss. I'm using my Harlequin embossing folder. So I've got a piece slightly bigger, 5.5. And I'm just going to do this. Can you use the spray inks? Yes, Heather. The spray inks would work and give you a really nice look as well. That would be a really nice way to do it. Yeah, so use your spray inks, Heather. I did that. I used our spray inks for the butterfly backgrounds that I did on the Paper Boutique show on Monday on Hobbycraft TV. So, yes, use the sprays. You don't have to have the pens. It's just to give you the idea. But you see then, let's just pop this Probably won't make it all up because I want to show you how we can make the toofer, but let's give you an idea. And I spent 6 hours in A&E on Monday. No, suspected DVT. My right leg was 4 centimetres larger than the left. Was it a DVT? I presume it wasn't a DVT, Anne. Deep vein thrombosis, for anyone who's wondering. Although I know most people know. What was it, Anne? I hope you're all right now. Had to go to DVT clinic on Tuesday for a scan. I'm okay now. On water tablets. Oh, Anne. When I had foot and mouth, I had to go on water tablets. Jeebs. I did not like that. I really... Oh, no. I was spending a penny every 20 minutes. Actually, that's an old Victoria Wood sketch. Isn't it? I'm spending a penny every 20 minutes come March. Bless you. I hope you're all right now. So I'm just going to put that on. And I'm going to put this down. And something I wanted to show you. The reason I wanted to show you this, I wanted to do the whole card, is to put this on. Going for more tests, waiting to hear. Could be 6 weeks to go to stomach scan. Oh, don't. Sam's waiting for. He's finally got his on Monday. Yeah, it's taken weeks. So I don't want to put that on flat. I want it to float. I want it to have some... I mean, look. How beautiful is it? I know it's simple. And that's the thing is, anyone who receives this will think, oh, that's so complicated. But it is, to us, as crafters, we know how to do it. It's so simple. So what I want to do is, I'm going to use 3D glue gel, and I want to go through something I went through on the Zoom class, which is, people say sometimes it's hard to get out. This is what I do. Because I'm older now, so I'm struggling with squeezing and things. I don't squeeze the tube. I put the tube down flat like that. I get the back of my hand and I push down on the table like that and take bits off. And what I want to do is put some bits on where the flowers are. So literally push. So I'm not even putting much pressure on. So don't try and hold your tube and squeeze. Put it down and just press. It's so easy. And the thing with our 3D glue gel is it doesn't yellow. So if I put some where it could be seen, I don't have to worry that in a couple of days it's going to have gone yellow. So there we go. And then I can just put that one on. But I did say that. But how beautiful is that? That looks to me so difficult, so complex, and yet so easy to do. And every time it comes out different, depending on how you do your colours and your sheet and everything. And obviously there's the one I made earlier that's just come out. Oh, are you on frusemide, Sarah Jane? Bless you. So really easy to do. But of course then we've got our waste left. And let's not waste our waste. And this is the best idea. So I don't want to waste that. Where's that? Oh, there's that kit there. So very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop both pieces into a spray box and I give them a spray. And then I'm going to take the pattern piece and just put it down to a piece of white. I'm not going to put the middle in yet. There we go. So put it down to a piece of white. My piece of white's a little bit big, so let's just trim that down. Oh, Susan, what's gone? Has everyone had a really bad time? I'm shattered at A&E last night from 5 p.m. to 4 a.m. with Mum. Oh, bless. Susan, once she gets a referral to a heart, she'll be fine. I've gone through all of that. She'll be fine. Honestly, the cardiac services at the NHS are absolutely amazing. I promise you. So, oh yeah, Anne, you're on frusemide. Yeah, I think we all know that one. Erica, I've taken my mum out for lunch. Oh, I've taken my mum out for lunch and saw my daughter-in-law as she works at the pub where we had homemade chicken leek and bacon pie, mashed potato, seasonal. Oh, I wish you wouldn't say that. Oh, I fancy that now. I made that a couple of weeks ago, gluten-free one. I did a chicken and leek with a creamy sauce pie. So obviously what I want to do is I need the middle. So I'm going to take, oh bless you Samantha, you're on water tablets as well. Honestly, we should have a craft cave just about what all the different medication we're all on. I can sort of go, right, I'm on ticagrelor, who else is on that one, and things like that. Actually, I don't think anyone else is. And hopefully nobody else is on ticagrelor, but there we go. So, I had my precision press come yesterday and tried it. Well, of course, I put my stamps on the wrong side. Thought, why ain't it working properly? Oh, Karen, don't worry, we've all done it. It's not new. We've all done exactly the same mistakes. Trust me, we genuinely all have. So I've just cut this in black. So I'm just going to get that one out. See, the more I'm talking, the more I'm not catching my breath, and my voice is doing better. Oh, Carol, up foot. I say that and then I start coughing. It's not the coughing that carries you off, it's the coughing that carry you off. And thanks, my foot is being looked like a patchwork quilt but can't be helped. Oh, bless. When are you back in with it, Carol? They need to get that sorted for you. So I'm just going to make sure I've got all the little bits out. And again, going to give that a little spray. And if you could do this again with your glue glaze. But all I'm doing is dropping that black shadow one in. This is why if you create a beautiful background like this, don't waste it. So we could leave that like that. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that like that because I'm going to put a sentiment in. I could find that and drop the base back in like I did on the original, but I'm not going to. I want to show a different way of doing it. So again, I'll use my precision press. So especially for you, Karen, it's on this side. Yeah. I'm going to ink the stamp. And then press down, give it a little rock, and there's our happy birthday. So turn it over, grab our foam tape, and we'll put a little bit of that on. Just so we get a nice little bit of difference. So really simple, but it's when you've created a nice background, even if you're not sure, like recently in Craft Cave, we've been making sort of backgrounds and things. That's what we want to do. Oh, you had it done today. Oh, Carol. Oh, bless you. But it's good you've got disposable stitches and don't have to, you know, go into or get the nurse out to do it or anything. There we go. That's a good point, actually, Craftaholic. Erica says, wish they wrote a book about old age. Craft says, no, it might put people off getting older. Yeah, not a sensible idea. Never, don't advertise it. Really don't. So, here we go. A little bit more foam tape. So, this is our second card. But it's a twofer. So, it's coming out of that beautiful collection. But you can see there, we've made the background ourselves. So we made the background. We've then used and die cut one. And then we've used the waist. But look, even though you might think, oh, you might look at that and go, that's messy. That's not, you couldn't use that on the front of a card, which is that's the one we've made tonight. Of course you can. Once it's cut like that, how beautifully does that work? So we've got two from just one die out of the same piece, and that's all from this £16 bundle, which I'm saying make sure you add something else into there. So what I thought we'd do next is I wanted to show you with those little plant pot dies. A real twofer, says our Aunt Mountjoy. Brilliant, yes. So I've got here a little bit of, from our canvas card, one of the creamy colours. Love this. And I'm just going to take the plant pots, and I will do all of them because I might as well. So this is great. These little dies are so good for using your scraps, but again, they've worked it out so that you don't have to be clever. And this is what I love about the way they've done it. So I'm just going to take some tape and tape those plant pots down. And let's tape that one down as well. Then I've got a bit of green here. So I'm going to take some of the foliage that comes with it and tape that down. And I would do the same with the flowers. I've got a few already sort of cut, but let's grab the tulips, shall we? And let's cut some of those in pink. So really simple. And this is a great way to use your scraps. We always do it. We keep them. I've got far too many, then don't use them. Is there a link for the bundle, please? Hang on. Yes. There we go. That take you straight to tonight's bundle. But at £16, it's crazy. It's just so worth it. It really is. I mean, realistically, one at 16, one at 15. So £31 would get you both of tonight's bundles delivered to your home. Would really worthwhile. Oh, bless. What's that Kirsty said? She had homemade sausage casserole for tea. Nice. I'd have a brain tumour on naproxen, pregnenolone and amytilene. Oh, bless you, Kirsty. I hope they do sound quite severe. I hope you're all right. Oh, bless. You just got to smile. So here we go. So I'm just going to take them all off the board. And as per usual, half of them are going to stick to the board. And then half of them don't. The pots, I want to kind of stay in the board. Oh, of course. Yeah, poor Erica's husband had a bad accident in Belgium. Yeah, we heard about that at the Zoom class. Bless. I hope he's home, isn't he, Erica? I think he said. I hope he's feeling better now. So just going to take all of that out. So I was saying how they've been really clever with the dies in terms of making it easy for us. So I'm just going to grab out a finger dauber. And some brown. So what I want to do is I want each one to be back in its pot. So I'm going to put them back in their pots and again onto the magic mat. It's so much easier. Excuse me. I don't know. I used to have to put magnets down and all sorts before we do these. To be fair, Anne's saying so worrying when you have treatment abroad. I lived in Spain for a long time, as people know, and the hospitals over there, I had treatment for things like a wisdom tooth and stuff in the hospital. It was brilliant. And my stepfather, unfortunately we lost him there, was terminally ill over there. The health service was amazing. So they're all, I think it all depends on which country, doesn't it? So all I'm doing is just colouring through, and they've left little lines. I'm hoping you can see this. I'm probably doing them a little bit too far away from the camera. They've left little lines that you just colour through, and it means that when you pop them out, they've already got that perfect little two-colour line. Absolutely so sweet. So it kind of does all of the work for you, which is so clever. Oh, yeah, Anne would hate to be stuck in America and be ill. Yeah, that would... Well, that's it. You'd be bankrupt. I said that to Sam the other day. So all I'm going to do now is just take each pot and just do really simply. One side, and I always decide which side. It's going to be heavier. And I just hold it in the air and put some ink on. And then the other side is lighter. And that's simply how we 3D a die cut like that. But we turn it from that to 3D. And it looks as if it's curled even though we know it's flat. I've added the bundle and the spring animals to my basket. I don't blame you, Sarah Jane. I think they're beautiful. And it's such good, these are such good deals. Effectively, I'm going to be really honest, you're getting them for less than trade price. It's less, you're getting them for less than the shops used to pay, or less than if a shop went to try and order them and buy them. So it really is, you know, it's just so we can clear some room and give everyone some deals and some bargains. And I think also to keep me busy, keep me out of that, keep me out of everyone's hair. So just going to ink that. So there I've got my brilliant pots. And that's literally all I need to do. Oh, Cheryl's watching from New South Wales in Australia. Terrigal, is it? I'm not good at pronouncing things. So here is a piece that I made the other day. And I did this with the watercolour pens. And I'll show you, it's really easy. And this is again on our coconut white. So it's just got a little bit of tooth to it. And all I do, I'll do a small piece, is spray onto my magic mat. And then take my watercolour brush pens, or brush pens, and just draw on top of the water. Simple as that. Nice and easy. And because they're watercolour pens, I don't do this with your felt tip pens. Don't do it with your alcohol pens either. It will not come out good. But because these are free-flowing watercolour pens, you're not going to hurt them by doing it. There we go. So just like that, just make a little bit of a mess. Oh, that's a good idea. Sarah Jane said she thought the animals would be nice for new babies, birthdays, christenings, etc. Fab idea. Look, press it down. Lift it up. Look. How fab is that? You think you'd get mud. But because we sprayed the water first, and it stays, because they are water-based, every time you get something different. And it's just a fantastic little background when you don't know what else to do. So let's put those to dry. And we'll clean down again. There we go. So all I'm going to do is cut myself a nice little, let's say 2.5. Let's go to a nice little 2.5-inch square. Because that's a nice little size. And I'll grab a little bit of green and make it a little bit bigger. So 2.5 plus 1/8. So we've got a nice little mat for it. So 2.5 and 1/8. There we go. And I've got loads left for loads of different projects. So straight onto our little border. It'll work perfectly. And then what I tend to do is I'm going to take a little bit of foam tape and I'm cutting it in half. Oh, Kirsty says my crafting keeps me going. It's what a lot of us do. It's genuinely what a lot of us do too. It's so good for your mental health and to take your mind off things. It genuinely is. So I'm going to put a little tray one in. And then I'm going to put a little tall one in. So I put my plant pots in first. There we go. There we go. Like that, they're piled up. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see, because we're working so much smaller. And then it's a case of, I'm going to take a glue glaze. Oh, I've booked my premiere in meals. Oh, yes. Eric has booked for Crafting Live. So just going to now take the little foliage. And I'm doing that last. So I've got here the little green. I'm just pressing them in. I'm gluing them to the actual trays rather than to anything else. And I'd already cut in a couple of other colours as well. And tuck them in. There we go. So just playing with the foliage. But you notice I've not, because I've done all the shading on the pots, I don't need to do any shading on the I don't need to do any shading on the leaves or anything. All that hard work's kind of already done for us. So let's just take a little bit more. Again, things look so much more 3D when things come in front and go behind. And let's put you in there. There we go. I've got another little bit here. And there we go, keep going. So just building up. But already, that almost looks like a... excuse me, like a terrace, like sort of like an Italian terrace of like herbs growing. Let's get that straight. But works really well. But then I'm just going to add on a couple of the little flowers. So, you know, I think we're going to have a little tulip. But again, I've not shaded any of these. I've not inked any of these. I've not needed to, because I've done the pots. So these are all from this £16 bundle, and I'm only using a few of them. I think they're just amazing. So beautiful. Here's a couple of little ones in red. Let's just glue those on. But you can see there, such a sweet, got to get that pot right, arrangement. We don't need anything else. So let's put a couple of bits of tape in the middle. So all I've done here is made a little card blank, simple 6x6. Could be a lovely little 5x5, but just that little sweet thing in the centre. So it's a background we've made ourselves. Could see the animals for Easter too, and even alternative Christmas cards. Great idea, Sarah Jane. That's a really, really good idea. So we've got that little, but that, when you add it to the others, it's a real nice little series of cards. It really does work. Let's zoom out a little bit now. We've gone in a little bit, so you can see how small and sweet they are. So that's using all from this bundle. And then very quickly, because we're going to run out of time, so just to remind you guys, at 7 I will be on for about 5 minutes. I said 10 minutes earlier, but I know how I'm feeling. Just to update you on the Hobbycraft shows tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So there's no full craft cave tonight. I just can't do 2 hours solid. I'm not going to pretend. I'm going to show you how easy this was, or certainly how clever this little birdhouse die is. So this is from that second bundle. This is the £15 bundle. Yeah. And I've got the little birds here. And I've got the birdhouse. So really simple. And all I'm going to do is grab myself a little bit of grey card. For the birds. And a little bit of a sort of creamy colour. This is coming from the autumn pack. So all the card, people are always asking what colours I'm using. All the colours I'm using, good evening, our Leslie, are from our coordinations card, from our linen, from our, I can't even think what we've called it now. Canvas card. Canvas, get it right, John. And all I'm using is your standard VersaFine Vintage Sepia and your grey, your smoky grey. So, for your Vintage Sepia, ink your stamp. Beautifully done. So this is from that bird set. And onto the brownie colour. All the work's been done, so you don't have to. With the two little birds, I've got a little bit of light grey. I'm just going to go with grey. I love this idea of stamps and dies in one. I think it's a fab idea that we forget about. And again, let's just pass them over. I'm not even being careful. I don't want to be careful. I want them to look patchy. I want them to look realistic. Excuse me. So I'm just going to pop those on and run them through. Let's find a plate. Usual. Little bit of hand sanitizer to keep your desk clean. Best thing ever. Only good thing to come out of COVID, or the whole lockdown thing, was me discovering how much of everything, how much craft stuff can be cleaned with hand sanitizer. So here, look, there is our bird cage. How cool is he? And there are our stamped birds. And how realistic do they look? But of course the birds, we've got more in there, haven't we? So again, all we do, drop them back in. Oh, it has been good. I missed it last week. And I missed from Wednesday onwards. So I only saw Monday, Tuesday. So I had to get... yesterday, yes, was it yesterday? No, Monday. I had to say to Sam, right, okay, who got through? And he'd actually watched it to tell me. So I knew that the two guys got through. Which is not the word to be used at home. But... And then let's go in here. I've got one with a bit of grey on it. And just again, colour through. Simple. Yeah, so I was watching it tonight right up until I went live. I've managed to find out how to put it on in the craft cave so that I can watch it in here. So I think the right ones went home last night. Those two were terrible and argumentative. I don't know what you thought. And we shouldn't be discussing TV on things like this. Sorry, guys. So let's just do the same thing. I'm just going to take a little bit, almost a scrap. In fact, no, that's not right. In my coconut white drawer, here we go. I've got loads of scraps of it. Let's see how wide this is and we'll make a square of it. 2.5. It's obviously a 2.5 inch day. Is that 2 there? Yeah, that's going to be a bit. So I'm going to go 2.5, 4.5. I'm going to go with the piece size we've got. Oh, you've not seen tonight's yet? Yeah, it's all right. No one went home tonight, so you don't have to worry too much. So I'm just going to distress the edges a little bit with the dauber that's already got the vintage sepia on. Scribble around the hole. You see how suddenly it looks older? And then again, let's grab some more. Oh, that floor was awful. That brown floor. Oh, I mean, and then start demanding that we need to put a border on it when you've got an hour to go. I thought, ooh, there's a bit of arrogance there. So I'm just going to put that on and squish it down. And then I'm going to pop my birds on. But again, I would then mat and layer and pop it on a lovely card and things. But the fact that that's been done just with inks that we've got. Oh, Letty's spent the past few hours catching up with recordings while she's been away. But there, and again, we do something like that. So a little bit of brown, a little bit of the grey to pull it together, pop it on a card blank, and we're done. But that, I think, is just these small sweet dies. I could spend an entire evening of just making cards with. I think they're a really, really a fantastic way to do it. A fantastic way to craft. Start thinking a little bit smaller. Oh, good evening, our lovely Andy. Right, so there isn't a Craft Cave live tonight. I was going to be on for 10 minutes, but I'm not sure if I am because I'm not feeling it. Sorry, because of this cold. I've also got to be up very, very early. I'm on, and I don't know what time. Honestly. Camilla, did you send me a call sheet? Yes, you did, Camilla. The lovely Camilla. Let's have a look. Right, 7:30 and 12 tomorrow. I'm on with Ciao Bella. Something I didn't know they did. Something I've not come across before. Very, very clever. Brilliant idea. Such a good value way to get into papers. If you liked what I was doing a couple of weeks ago with the Ciao Bella, but thought, oh, don't want 12 by 12 paper and I don't want to be buying 15 different packs. What we've got tomorrow is a really clever way of doing it. It's really worth tuning in. And they will be available on the Art of Craft as well. And then they've asked me about 2 hours ago if I would do 2 more shows with the Paper Boutique die savings. So we've added some new ones onto that. So I'll be on at 9:45 and 2:15 as well tomorrow. So yeah, I will be there at 7:30 tomorrow with Ciao Bella. And then at 9:45 with Paper Boutique. It will be fab if you can join me. And of course, if you want to, and to support us, you can watch the shows and then you can get your Ciao Bella now on the Art of Craft. Or you can buy it from Hobbycraft, wherever is best for you. We would never tell you where to buy, but it's entirely up to you. So thank you for joining me tonight, guys. Sorry there is no Craft Cave tonight. Unfortunately, this cold is driving me crazy. But I will... I have set up a little live, so I will go live in a couple of minutes just to tell everybody that there's no Craft Cave live and about that. So take care, guys, and I'll